Voyaging Towards Excellence by Achyut Godbole. Let's first know something about our author, Achyut Godbole, who was born in 1950. He is chemical engineer from IIT Mumbai, began his career as an IT professional, headed many software companies for almost 32 years, but later became a full-time writer both in Marathi and English. He is a prolific writer in various genres and has produced numerous original works as well as adaptations of works from other languages into Marathi. His writing style is informative but very informal. Now let's see central idea of this lesson. This lesson, Voyaging Towards Excellence, is an autobiographical sketch which depicts Achyut Godbole's journey from a middle-class schoolboy to a successful career as a CEO, that is Chief Executive Officer of Patni Computer Systems and a few more global IT firms, to becoming a renowned writer. The present write-up discusses his quest for excellence, how he developed a thirst for knowledge and shared that knowledge with others. The narrator came from a lower middle class family. In spite of his background, he says that he culturally was very rich. What he meant was that many poets, writers, and musicians frequently visited his house. This developed in him an interest in art, literature, and music. He realized their importance in one's life and believed that they added some meaning to one's existence. He also loved science and mathematics. He never studied to score good marks, but for the beauty of the subject. He loved problem solving. Let's continue with our summary of this lesson. And it is this attitude of his that got him into IIT. When he went to Mumbai, he was very happy, but the happiness was short-lived. As he was from a Marathi medium school, he could not speak English fluently. So he felt intimidated by his seniors. He narrates an incident where he was ridiculed by one of his seniors for his vernacular English. This shook him to the core, to the point of running away from college. But then, right from the childhood, he believed in excelling in whatever he set out to do. So, how could he now admit defeat and run away? His self-esteem got him to fight back to the extent that he promised himself that he would speak English fluently, and he accomplished this in 9 to 10 months. In the 32 years that he headed various software companies, traveled abroad, he was able to negotiate with his clients, give presentations, which was all due to the ability and confidence he had in speaking English. He also narrates his experience in IIT. Here he made a lot of friends who were students, researchers, professors from IIT, BARC and TIFR. The friendship he shared with them had a lasting impact on his life. He considers himself lucky to come in contact with great people on a global front very early in life. When he took over as the head of Patni's software division, he got the opportunity to travel a lot and meet great thinkers and management gurus. This enabled him to broaden his horizons. It taught him humility and made him realize that he still had to achieve a lot. His group of friends in IIT were all well read. Everyone had different interests. The discussions he had with them made him realize that passing the examination of life is more important than just passing the IIT. Thus, he plunged into various branches of knowledge. His curiosity to absorb a lot of information, his humility, and understanding of humanity were some of his striking qualities. His journey to success was not very smooth. He began with a salary of Rs 125 as a supervisor and went on to work as a CEO, MD, and software head of multinational software companies in his tenure of 32 years. During this time, he traveled as many as 150 times all over the world. It was during this time that he wrote 4 books of 500 to 700 pages on information technology, which were later translated in Chinese as well. This journey taught him to be a good leader, a team worker, and to treat one's subordinates as friends. He made many mistakes, but learned a lot from them. A time came when he wanted to relinquish all this and go back to his first love, that is to read and write on various subjects concerning human life and existence. This began his innings as a writer. He has written about 34 books in Marathi, mostly bestsellers, motivating and inspiring people all over. Through his books, he has touched the lives of many and changed them for good. The responses and reaction of his readers is what keeps him going even today. So, this is the summary of our lesson, Voyaging Towards Excellence. Let's move forward now and see the in-text questions. Okay. So, first is, what does rich childhood mean? Contextually, it means rich where knowledge is concerned. He was brought up in a family where famous poets, writers, musicians visited their house. He came from a family who were intellectuals and also encouraged intellectual discussions. Second, why should you study any subject? Knowledge does not come automatically by birth. It comes through knowledge and education. For example, if we don't study social studies, we would not have knowledge about the world around us. If we don't study basic mathematics, we won't know how to count, which is so important in our day-to-day life. Third, the writer developed a problem-solving attitude because you have to complete the statements. He looked beyond marks and exams. He found joy in solving any challenging problem. Fourth, why was the writer's joy short-lived? The writer's joy was short-lived because though he was very happy when he came to Mumbai to join IIT, it was a cultural shock for him. There was a lot of difference not only in physical aspect of his small town and the city, but also the teachers and students spoke very good English, whereas he could not. He felt he was a misfit out there, hence he had a strong desire to return back home. Next question, find full forms of IIT, Indian Institute of Technology, TIFR, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, BARC, Baba Atomic Research Center, TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, IP, Internet Protocol. Next question, do you know the top universities in the world? Name some of them. So here are 4 renowned universities of world. First is Harvard University. Second is Stanford University. Both are in United States of America. Third is Oxford University. And fourth is Cambridge University, which are in England, UK. Next question. The writer was benefited by the discussions with great people as it broadened his horizons and his aims and worldview became global. It taught him humility and made him realize that he had to still achieve a lot. He also learned that passion for excellence and hard work play a very vital role in life. Eighth question. What are the principles of good management? First principle of good management is importance of teamwork. Second, one must lead from the front by setting a good example for his colleagues and subordinates. Third, treat colleagues as your equals. Now let's go to brainstorming. Question number 13. Go through the text again and describe second innings of the writer in your own words. After working for 32 years in various software companies, he suddenly decided to call it quits and gave in to his passion of reading and writing in Marathi. With the knowledge, information and experience he had acquired in all these years, he penned it down in his books. He was able to write on various topics, be it psychology, economics, sociology, mathematics, science, Indian music. The list is endless. He was able to cater to all generations, intellectuals, youngsters, etc. Many have been influenced by him to the extent that they have brought some positive changes in their lives. This ability to touch the lives of others and transform their lives for the good encourage the writer to continue doing his good work. Next question. Read the text again and make a list of great Indian and foreign personalities who had great impact on Achyut Godbole, especially during his childhood. So he was influenced by poets, writers, musicians, dramatists and painters. Poets are Binda Karandikar, Mangesh Palgaonkar, Vasant Bapat and Keshav Sut. Writers B.S. Madikar and Charles Dickens. Musicians Mozart, Pandit Jasraj, Pandit Bhimsen Joshi. Dramatist obviously William Shakespeare. Painters Van Gogh and Michael Angelo. So he was influenced by all these great personalities in the field of art, music and painting. Next question. Find different techniques used by the writer to learn science and mathematics. The writer used to appreciate the inherent beauty of these subjects. Second, he loved solving problems in physics and mathematics. Third, he enjoyed finding most elegant method of solving them. Fourth, his ability to look beyond marks and examination helped him to develop a problem-solving attitude. The writer faced numerous problems while communicating in English because he had his entire education in Marathi. The English he spoke was pathetic. Both his vocabulary and pronunciation were weak. Next one. The writer was completely stumped because his vocabulary was weak, spoken English was pathetic, pronunciation was terrible, construction of sentences was awkward. Next, read the text again and complete the sentence. Due to the writer's pathetic English speaking style, he was lonely and terrified, especially at the IIT. He developed an inferiority complex and actually thought of running away. When he was humiliated by one of his seniors, he was totally shattered and broken. Next question. Complete the following sentences. The writer wanted to achieve mastery in English because he wanted to speak fluent English. He wished to overcome his weakness and prove to himself and others that he can do anything if he sets his mind to it. He need not have to face any more humiliation and ridicule again in his life. Seventh, make a list of different steps that the writer undertook to improve his English speaking skills. He started reading English newspaper and English novels. Second, studied etymology and phonetics to learn how to pronounce words in English language. Phonetics, the study of sounds. Used to stand in front of the mirror and practice speaking, realizing his mistakes and correcting them himself. Next question. Read the text again and describe writer's achievements after achieving mastery over the English language. So when he achieved mastery over English communication, English speaking, his fear for English disappeared. Number 2, he could confidently hold up a conversation with another person for a long time. Third, he could give presentation and negotiate with his clients with ease. Fourth, he could sign $1,000,000 contracts. Question number 16. Go through the text again and complete the table comparing two different phases of the writer as an MD or Chief Executive Officer and an activist of Sarvodaya movement. So when he was MD or CEO, he headed the company for 23 years, traveled worldwide and met many great thinkers and management gurus who influenced his life, and he learned the values, humility, humanity and curiosity. And in second phase, activist of Sarvodaya movement, he participated in a peaceful satyagraha, went to jail for 10 days, came back to Mumbai, was jobless for a while, worked as a supervisor for ₹125. So these are the two phases of Achyut Godbole. Next question. Complete the web highlighting the various opportunities you gain due to your good English speaking skills. So if you are good in speaking English, if you have good fluency in English, which opportunities you can gain? First is selected for debate competition, participate in dramas, select for comparing, select to read aloud in class. These are the few benefits of knowing English fluently. 18th question. Describe a situation or incident when you felt embarrassed for your lack of knowledge of a particular subject or incompetence in speaking English fluently. When I was in school in 9th standard, we had gone to our native place for attending a relative's wedding, and we were all staying at a common place for 3 to 4 days. Every night after dinner, all the relatives would gather together for chit-chatting and also encourage the youngsters to sing or dance or recite some poem, etc. And on one such occasion, I was suddenly asked to speak a few lines on the different states of India. I could give lot of information on West, North and South India, but made a lot of mistakes while speaking about Eastern India. I mixed up the states of Bihar and Orissa, and to my utter disappointment and embarrassment, I could not remember anything about the 7 sisters, that is the states of northeastern India, except for a few words on Assam and Meghalaya. I did not even understand what Manipuri dance was when someone showed me a photo. It was that day that I understood the need for reading all our books and also the importance of maps of India. So, this is it. With this, we have come to an end of this video. I hope you understood it well. So, take care, be happy and healthy. Bye-bye. Thank you.